Hello and welcome back to this late edition of the Black and Gold Review Show. Pedro, we're later than normal.
Later than normal.
But we're still here.
Yeah, I mean, it's Monday, so we're not late. I'll probably be the producer that puts it out late.
Yes, it is Thursday. I'm sorry for the delay. But it's been a busy week. So we've been trying to get there.
Don't apologise, Cammy.
Don't apologise, no.
In the way
yes, it does sometimes. 3-1 defeat on Saturday. On the road, yes.
Up to Cove.
What did you make of that?
Well, again, I never made it, but when I spoke to the lads on Tuesday night and Willie and stuff, and by all accounts had a decent first half, had chances, and obviously listening to Willie's interview, they had chances. I think one they hit the post early doors, Dicko, and then Tam hit a shot, and I think it hit Dicko, but I think with Willie's spoke to Willie on Tuesday, and his kind of reaction was that they've been on a good run as well. It's a tough game, and they just obviously run out winners at the end up. But
and again, it was the third goal for Cove was quite late on. I think it was 78 minutes. So it's not as if Annan were probably chasing the game at that point, to try and get something out of it to bring something back down the road. And as you say, had chances. A couple own goals in the game. Reece Breen scored, gave them the lead, went on goal, and then Scully for Cove gave Annan the equaliser, and then it was Marshall that got the double. Aye. So it's a tough place to go, as you say. They're in decent form, actually.
They're really decent form.
They're up there. Are they sitting second, third?
Good show. Good knowledge for the boys.
No, they're second. Yeah, they're second in the league at the moment. But it's very tight between Arbroath. I've got a game in hand over Steny and Cove.
2 over us.
Yep. Arbroath sitting on 40 points, and you've got Steny and Cove, who are the real probable challengers, I would say, at this moment in time, on 38. But you kind of feel like if Arbroath win their game in hand, they've got a little bit of a gap. I'll be disappointed for Annan not to take in, no?
It was, because obviously we've been on a decent run.
Yep.
We've been on a decent run for points the last 3-4 games. So, but he said, it would have been great even to take a point, but we didn't. So, going to a home game on Saturday for Alloa, isn't it? Against Alloa, sorry. They would get back on the bike, Cammy.
Get back on it, back in the saddle. Back in the saddle.
Get back in, man, and get back onto winning ways, hopefully.
Yes. You've got, I mean, we say it all the time, it's difficult to put back-to-back wins and even a run of form. You find it that Cove have had sticky spells during the season. What was it? Sticky what?
Sticky patch. Sticky
patch. They've had sticky spells this season. So have Alloa, and they're still up there. So yeah, I think it's about trying to get back, as you say, winning ways on Saturday. Any injuries, fresh injury concerns? Anything going on at training this week?
No, I didn't look. I'd say it was a light training on Tuesday. Sorry, it was light as in numbers, because a lot of the lads that had played the 90 minutes or the majority game had the night off, or did
not to travel down, maybe to do something themselves. And again, you get into that time of the season now. Annan have only got 11 league games left. It's amazing. So again, it's really about managing players. They're not going to get fit between now and the end of the season. All they're going to do is get injured. So it's about just maintain their fitness, make sure they're feeling good mentally as well, because it can start to become quite mentally draining towards the end of the season, especially when it's tough. It's a fight at the moment to stay in the league. Of course it is. It's a fight to look. Obviously you want to look ahead, but you know you're always looking behind as well, because it's such a tight league. So it probably is good to kind of throw in that we kind of lighter day and say go and do something yourself and just send your. Do they send stuff in?
They'll try and do like a 5k or at a certain time, or they'll do some sort of workout for a certain amount of minutes. But I think they need to. Do you know what I mean? You need to get a wee sweat. You need to get the legs stretched, don't you, and opened up and looked after yourself.
I always found that when I played, and I loved the day off, as you can tell.
Listen, black is slimming, Cammy. It's just you wore that black. Well, look, you're looking good.
Oh, thanks, mate. I've been really working on.
Our new sponsor.
It's a new sponsor on board. They're coming out with Red Bull. We're not got. I enjoyed it, because especially towards the end of the season, I found when it was really intense, having a day off just away from the place, because you're with the guys all the time as well. So it can be quite. It is an intense environment.
Just a night off. Just not to say a night off. A night away. Just
yes.
Because when you come back, you're buzzing to see the boys again, and you're just kick off with the banter.
Also, the travelling side of it. Like, do you know what I mean? That's what really got me. And I was always kind of travelling, but you don't appreciate when you're on the road all the time, especially boys that'll be working during the day. They'll finish their work, straight in the car down the road to training for maybe an hour and 15 to get to training. So it's nice. It's a nice boost almost that I think sometimes, because sometimes you'll get down there and not do that much because it's like almost like a recovery session. I hated that. I genuinely hated when I drove 2-3 hours sometimes Dundee United, and you go up and it'd be a recovery session and thinking,
just stretching, lads, get yourselves away.
Could have done this at home. 6 hour round trip to do some stretching. No, it is good. So hopefully they come in refreshed tonight, ready to go for Saturday. So yeah, it'll
go back at it. I think
so it's all looking good injury wise. We're all
and Tommy Goss was there working with the physio again and the lads. So it was good. It was nice. You see, we started off with a bit more numbers, and the lads dropped off that had played at our local lads, like 80 and stuff, had dropped out after they'd done the passing drills and stuff. That was enough for them.
Nice wee massage after it.
Yeah, lovely. Lovely, Cammy. Ken, I've got good hands for that. No oil. Just get every hair rubbed out the legs.
Friction bonds all over the place. No, that's good. So good that they're in a good bill of health going into their Alloa game.
Full camp.
Yep. So great. Other results at the weekend. Well, we'll stay in League One. Queens, which we spoke about, like we maybe cursed them actually.
Keep talking about them.
We said obviously mentioned that their away form were not only picking up 3 points all season and no wins at all, and that would put pressure on their home form. And don't get me wrong, they faced a very strong Arbroath side, but 3-0 after what was it? It was like 25 minutes.
Can't. I went to the game.
Did you?
I did. I braved it. I took a trip to the other side.
A bit of scouting going on?
Well, what do I ken?
Can you remember the score? That's the main thing.
I can mind the score. But I just sat. I was sat with a couple of good pals, so they went and watched it. I'll tell you what, right? That's the worst I've seen them.
Right.
I think they'll admit that, not fully.
Yep.
First half especially, they just didn't look like they wanted to go forward, Cammy. It looked like they were side to side, back to the goalie. The goalie had some possession.
Right.
Just they kept wanting to go back. I get it if it's not on, but they didn't want to force it. But you could see Brendan Dickinson up front getting frustrated.
Yeah.
With a lack of service, and then a couple of balls that Matty Douglas put forward were decent. Ken hit a decent area for Liam Smith and Brendan Dickinson, but to run on to. But all in all, who was the lad? Fraser Taylor for Arbroath on loan from St Mirren. Cammy, what a talent! I know he was good against us, but that's the best that's one of probably the best performances I've seen. I'm not sure. Obviously, we've only been in League 2 years in League One, but that's up there.
Outstanding.
For me. Cammy and Benji at Queen of the South. Obviously, he's a very fit boy. Mm-hmm. Could hardly get near him.
Right, just so sharp and.
In, suck him in, pop it off, and he's away. And
Benji didn't know
and
what day of week it was.
Honest to God, it was actually nice to see. Not that it was terrible for Benji, obviously, trying to chase it, but what a talent,
quality in the league.
Awesome.
No, it was certainly a sore one for them because, again, when you look at the league, it's really tightened up. A win for you guys on Saturday, and again Queens have got this almost away game problem that they've had all season. They're away to Montrose. If they were to lose that and you were to win, 2 points, same games, mental, because they were
the Lasso back on.
They were so they almost went a little bit ahead, but
catapulted themselves up to the
Hughes
start,
obviously got in a good run of form. Annan got in a really good run of form recently. And then Queens have kind of dropped off a bit, so it's it's still so tight. I mean,
it's the beauty of that league, isn't it? They say a couple of consistent results is getting you up the league, and then that whole consistency thing comes in. If you don't keep it going, you're falling back into the trap of looking down the way again. But
it's only like again, you guys are only 7 away from playoffs, so which is nothing. Keep the faith. And you play a playoff team this weekend in Alloa, so yeah, it will be interesting. Other results again at the weekend: Celtic beat Dundee United 3-0.
Yeah.
Killy had a good win against St John's. Talking about Steve mentioned him, Bobby Wales. Did you see his goal? No,
I didn't.
Oh, what a touch! It was a ball over the top, and you know the ones that's just coming over your head, and he's got to judge it, and the defender's right beside him as well. Pulls it down on his toe, and then almost just kind of flicks it inside as well, and the defender just keeps going, and then a brilliant finish in the corner. Really good. He's out of contract. I was actually at Jimmy Calderwoods' funeral this week, and I was sitting next to the Kilmarnock ambassador, and he was saying that Bobby Wills is actually out of contract at the end of the season, so I think they're expecting to lose him. I think he'll go to probably a decent team will come in for him.
Shame.
Yeah, they'll get compensation because he's still, I think he's only still 19, so they will get compensation, but again, a real talent. Aye. He's started to play every week for Killeen, almost their main striker at the moment, so
fair play.
Yeah.
How was sorry, just going on to that, how was Jimmy Calderwood's funeral? Obviously, was it a big one?
Yeah, it was a really big one. There was a lot of, as you could imagine, he was, Aberdeen were really well represented. They had Stuart Milne, who obviously was the owner for years when he was there, who owned the big building company up there. He was there with the chief executive. All the kind of ex-players and that had came as well during his era. Dunfermline were well represented. Kilmarnock had people there. It was loads of just football people were there. So it was a good send off. He had Penny Arcade was his song that
was it?
He went out. Yeah, because his request was that the hearse went past Ibrox. The funeral was just at a church just along from Ibrox, so the hearse went past. That's what he wanted. Rangers actually gave him a special pin to wear on his suit that he was in the coffin in. So it was a nice touch from them. And as I say, Penny Arcade, so it was good. There was a lot of good stories, and as you can imagine, he was a massive character, so it was good. It was good to attend and see a lot of faces there. So yeah, that was this week. What other things have we got? Aberdeen won finally. 14 games without a win at the weekend.
There we go, they're back.
And they beat Dundee. They're back. They're back. They needed it because they needed to get away from that. So 2-1 win. So they'll just be delighted to get a win in the bank, because when you go so long, the pressure just mounts. So yeah, good win for them. And then during the week, obviously because we're on later, Celtic were away in Germany against Bayern.
Aye. And again, they'd done well, hadn't they? They'd done really well. But just obviously missed out right at the last, what was it, 90 plus 3 or something like that?
Aye, because it was 2-1 they took the defeat over there from the first leg at Celtic Park, which was a good account of themselves again, against a top German team. I think they're 8 clear in the Bundesliga, Bayern, so flying. And as you say, they were 1-0 up, last kick of the ball almost was the equaliser, because we were going to take them extra time. Bayern scored, but they had so many, first half they had 2 or 3 great chances. And again, if you're at that level, you've got to take them. They didn't, and it came back and bit them. But Kasper Schmeichel was brilliant as well, don't get me wrong, for Celtic. And it was nice reading about him, actually. So he was talking up Neuer, who was obviously in goals for Bayern before the game, and just saying he's almost his hero. And it was mental that you hear Kasper Schmeichel saying another goalie who's currently playing is like his hero and idol.
He's been iconic German figure, hasn't he?
But so's Kasper Schmeichel now, for a long time. I know he lives in his dad's sort of shadow a little bit, but his dad was there. There was a nice moment as well. His dad was obviously working at a game for TNT, I think, and he was waiting in the tunnel and just basically congratulated them all because he had a fantastic game. But it was a nice kind of moment. But yeah, it was unfortunate for Celtic, but a good showing against a top European club.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that was during the week. What else have we got, Peds, this weekend?
Well, again, looking forward to the Annan Alloa game.
Yep.
So on Saturday at home, 3 o'clock kick off. Get back to winning ways, hopefully. But
sold out stadium yet?
Cammy, the capacity, I think there's just a away end. So if you're needing tickets, you're home. Hopefully. You wear your black and gold, because Alloa wear black and gold and us. He'll be fine away, but it's only maybe away allocation tickets left. But listen, we can maybe try. So
no, hopefully a bumper crowd.
Oh,
we never know.
Wouldn't it?
Listen,
it'd be nice.
It'd be nice to
get a good run at the end of the season.
Galvanise the whole community between now and the end of the season. Get a real good run in.
Yeah.
Because there's the opportunities there. We all know, again, you have had tough days up at Alloa this season. I'm trying to remember the home game.
Well, if you can't mind that,
no point talking about it. I feel as if you maybe got beat, but it was closer. I can't remember actually. But yeah, again, you just recently got a little bit of a turning over.
So we owe them one.
Yeah, you do.
Kind of owe them one.
You know them again. You know your teams now because you've played them that much. We're coming in, as we say, 11 games left.
Yeah.
Crazy that the season's nearly gone. So this is the time to start to get big results.
Absolutely.
If you got 3 points this Saturday, that is massive, huge, because they're trying to obviously establish themselves in the playoffs. Yeah. But you are trying to push yourself towards the playoffs and away from that relegation. So
it seems to be following us, Cammy. Every time we win, it's just creeping up behind us still. Like the bottom two.
Yeah.
It's hard getting away from them.
I know, but there's still the 5 point gap.
Yeah.
I know that Inverness have got a game in hand, but there's still a wee gap. So again, it would be nice if you won a game and Inverness lost a game. That's a bigger gap.
And even just the psychological fact that if we jumped someone and stayed above them,
you
know what I mean? Come on, here we go.
But it's the beauty of it is it's still really tight. Aye. So I mean the opportunities are actually there. It's again, if you can do back-to-back wins, which we know is hard but is doable, then what a difference that makes. That would almost put you into the sort of playoff contender category rather than the relegation.
Peripheries.
So yes, good word.
Peripheries. Good
word. So so it should be a tough but good game on Saturday.
Hopefully get fucked in about them.
That's the spirit. F-bomb it. Aye. Bumper crowd. Come on, what else have we got, Peter? Anything?
We've got the black and gold, the hats and the snoods.
Yes.
They're in the final stages of
production.
Yep. So I think we're going to try and get them out on Monday night, aren't we?
Monday night,
we'll take them up on Monday night. So don't worry, you've not missed them yet. We'll take them up on Monday to the kiddies training, and then the girls on
Friday
night.
Next week. So we should get them out to everybody, all the kids, all the girls, boys and girls. Next week they should have a hat and a snood. Black and gold.
For this weather.
They will, because it's wild out there.
Cammy,
wild.
It's still nippy and
all. So very cold. So everyone will be nice and snug with their hats and snoods.
And come in the games.
Absolutely.
Wear them an athletic game.
Doing the street, represent the black and gold. Another thing we've got to mention. So we will get them out next week.
Yes.
The black and gold made the Annandale.
When?
Do you not know about this?
Cammy, I wasn't consulted. I've not given permission for our copyright to be used.
We'll send our invoice into the Annandale. So they picked up on our Steve Swinglehurst.
Oh, did they?
Yes. So last weekend, back page.
Have
as
you
well.
been quoted?
No. I'm not involved in this. Listen, I thought you would have known about it. I thought you were a big Annandale Observer fan. You are, but you missed it last week. Well, anyways, I got a text last week. I was away last weekend. I got a text, and it was a screenshot of the little article that was in it. So it was just about Steve Swinglehurst and his career, and give us a good plug. Actually, it was saying that we do a review show every week. It was saying that we interview ex-Annan players and stuff. So it was a nice little touch.
Who wrote it?
I don't know, actually. I don't know.
Was it Zach? Was it?
Listen, if the Annandale want to come and do a piece with us, of course we will.
Oh, Cammy, listen, we'll never say no to local press.
No.
The Big Red, the Suns and their daily records, they can go and fuck themselves, Cammy, can't they? They can fuck right off. But listen, we keep it local.
Keep it local.
Stay grounded.
No, it was nice though. It was nice to read, actually. It was just obviously they pulled it off of our show. Somebody's watching anyways, Pete, so that's...
Absolutely, as long as they're pulling off our show,
yeah.
Ken, whilst the show's on. Fantastic, it's all good, isn't it?
It's good to hear. Great. Hey, publicity's rammed.
Listen, if they want to come in, Cammy, let's put this an open invite to them.
Yep.
If they want to come in, experience it for themselves, they can sit in the corner.
Could be taking pictures while we're doing
it. Aye.
Just let me know so I can do my hair first.
Invite them in, we can collab.
Aye,
we can collab.
We can. So it was a nice touch, actually. It was a nice touch.
Good.
So it was good that they picked up and gave us a little bit of local press. Hopefully, might get a few more. Subscribe. Remember and click that subscribe
it's
button.
Going up.
Is it?
Aye, 1 a week now. 1 a week it's gone up.
Great.
Fucking hell.
No, keep it going. Keep following us. Sharing.
We're running out of cousins and aunties and uncles to subscribe.
Running out of money paying folk to click subscribe.
Creating YouTube accounts.
Email addresses for fun. No, great. Yeah, so good luck to Annan this weekend.
Absolutely.
You're
going to be there?
I probably will be there. I'm not committing to it, Peter, but I'll hopefully will be there, yes. So I'll be able to give you a review on the game. He'll look if he remembers the score.
I'll be there, but I'll maybe not mind it.
Be counting people in the stand again. Mind you're doing that at Palmerston. God. So good luck to Annan this weekend. Go and get 3 points at Gallowbank, and everyone get behind the club. Get yourself up to Gallowbank. Support them. Get into the bar after, like, have a few drinks and stuff. Enjoy yourself. Get the family up as well. So
get the family up. We'll be there. If you want any questions or anything, need to know anything about the game or water boy duties, or Ken Cammy's hair products he uses, stuff like that. Ken, and just ask. We're approachable people.
Again, come and let us know what you want. Engage. On the Black and Gold. Let us know what you want on the podcast, and we can deliver, can't we?
We can only ignore you.
No, so good luck to Annan, and I think that's us for this weekend.
We're due a guest.
Yeah, we're due a
guest.
Yeah, we had Steve recently. Mm-hmm. We'll hopefully get potentially a guest for next week.
I think so.
We'll have a look, see if we can get one in.
Got one in mind. I've got one in mind.
Yeah, I think we spoke about that person. Yeah. So that would be a good one again for Annan fans to hear from.
Different perspective.
Yes, is it still the guy that I'm thinking of?
Think so.
Still currently playing.
No, who I was thinking of.
Right, okay, you're thinking of somebody else. We've got two in mind then.
Get them together.
No, so we'll hopefully get a guest out as well soon. So watch out for that on our social media channels. Mm-hmm. But once again, get behind Annan at the weekend. Good luck to Annan Fleck against Alloa on Saturday, hopefully bringing another 3 points to the league table. And that's all from us at the Black and Gold podcast. Until the next time, we'll see you all soon. Fly.